reading rock articles for me in the late 70s was like a fairly crucial part of my education and formation and inspiration too, really. It went alongside, it was like an auxiliary sort of education.
The music press, music journalists have always reflected the society that they were operating and writing in at the time.
It's about more than just fandom and being a clever clogs. I think it's, for me, it's about personal politics.
The big issue in education at the moment, certainly in music education, is getting students to read. So what I try and encourage them to do is to read and use their reading to inform their playing. So it's something like what they'll find on Rock's Backpages. They'll be able to see articles from the time about people who were making music that's still very influential. This contains interviews with them or contemporary reviews of the work when it first came out.
Rock's Backpages came about one day when I was asked to recommend a writer for some sleeve notes. I thought, well, wouldn't it be good if you could go online and see who had written about this artist? And I thought, well, actually, wouldn't that be a good thing anyway? Wouldn't it be good to try and create that resource?
With Rock's Backpages, I think it's something that was going to be done. And the great thing about it is that it's been done by a writer, because so therefore it's been done with by an expert, by someone who's got a feeling for it, and who's kind of been and who's respected by other writers.
We've now got about 14,000 pieces on there, after several years of building it quite patiently, and we've got quite a large number of audio interviews as well. This is the home page. From the home page you can go to Free This Week and see the features that are available, including our writers blogging about what's going on in their own personal obsessions. Or you can go straight to the library, which, as I say, is the meat of the site. And this is where you will get all the drop-down menus. You can put in there what you want to search for and see every article that refers to, say, The Clash or Oasis or the Arctic Monkeys.
An example of a very influential band on the younger generation of students is Radiohead. So hopefully you think, okay, through that you'd find out about Scott Walker.
It's got the kind of stuff that's just at your fingertips that previously I would have had to spend a week in the British Library trying to find.
I have here really one of the sort of seminal rock publications. This was the first sort of fanzine publication to take rock writing at all seriously, Mojo Navigator, from August 1967.
And the quality of the research the student does is, by and large, the quality of the research and the quality of the writing that they do is how they get their grades.
It should go without saying, really, that one of the sort of critical things about researching as a student is reading as widely on the subject as you can.
If you have any interest in not just in terms of musical periods, but in cultural periods and our cultural history, that Rock's Backpages provides a perfect window into the attitudes, the aspirations of not just the writers but their audience.
It's something that's happened in history that's like culturally significant. I mean, there's no getting around it, and it's fascinating.
And it's going to get to the point where there are certain key sources. If you're a student and you're doing an essay, your university library, the British Library, the Library of Congress, Rock's Backpages.
For once on the internet, someone who had the right and bright idea was the right person to do it. And so the definitive, what I think is kind of, for me at the moment, and I hope it will continue to be the definitive version and the definitive idea is done by the right people.